Hi, and welcome to marketingprivateschools.com. My name is Carl Ross, and today we're going to talk about some of the different strategies that are available to you to get more students enrolling into your private school. The more systems that you have out in the marketplace, the more likely parents are going to call you, stop by the school to learn more about you, and the more likely they're going to visit your website to research, because right now, quite frankly, more and more people are turning to the internet to research and find out more information about the local private schools in their area. And if you're not online, then you're going to miss out on a big load of potential prospects that will walk straight into your school or pick up the telephone. You must have systems in place. You must have a website that is able to convert these visitors into potential customers. The website must get these people to take action. The website must encourage these people to come to the school, must encourage them to inquire for additional information about your program. It must get them to pick up the phone, and we're going to talk about some of that today. But first, I want to show you how many people are actively looking on the internet to find private schools just like yours. And right now I'm at Google AdWords website. They have a tool that will allow you to type in that will allow you to see how many people are actively searching for particular keywords, in this case particular private schools in your area. So I'm just going to type in private school Atlanta just to show you. It'll make sense in just a moment. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll down so you can see what I am seeing on the screen. And okay, here we go. Essentially what this is saying, the phrase private school Atlanta was searched for 8,100 times the month prior. So last month, these many people typed in this phrase into Google. Now, this is just Google alone. This does not include Yahoo, MSN, or the other search engines. This is just for Yahoo. Best private schools in Atlanta was searched for 880 times. Atlanta private schools, 8,100 times. Private high schools in Atlanta, 590 times. Let's see, top private schools in Atlanta, 880. Private schools in Atlanta, Georgia, 1,300 times. And this happens across the board. This is just not Atlanta. Let's go on over here to Houston, just so we can get an idea. Houston private schools. There's Houston, Texas, just to show you. And let's see here. Let me move this over. I'm going to scroll down. 9,900 times. Houston private schools in Houston. Private schools Houston, Texas, 2,400 times. Private high schools in Houston, 880. 9,900 times. So these are people that are actively searching. Private school in Houston, 2,400. Best private school in Houston. Private school, high schools in Houston, 260, and so on and so on. So these same type of searches are also happening in your area as well. So let's do this. I'm going to grab one of these terms here. Houston private high schools. We're going to copy that. And now what we're going to do is hop on over here to Google. And we're going to do a search. Let's move this up. Houston private schools, high schools. Okay. Now, I want to show you this. Let's see here. That's not a great example because this is not an actual school. Let me, Houston private schools. Let's just do this. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Here we have, if you notice this here, this, and you see this word here that says ad. In other words, these people are paying to be right here. So if a person comes in and types in Houston private schools, this ad shows up, which looks like a search engine results. They're able to put in their own title. They're able to put in a brief description. They can put in your address if you choose to. And when they click on this link, it'll take them straight to the British School of Houston.org website, which is in Houston, Texas. So this is not in Britain or anything like that. Now, if we go over here to the right, scroll down, you will see some more listings here. Also, you'll see a little text link that says ads, and these are local listings as well, look like search engine results of the local private schools in the Houston area. These people are also paying to be here. Now, here's how it works. This is Google AdWords program, pay-per-click program. But before I say how it works, let me scroll down a little bit more. Then what you'll see here below that is a natural search engine result. And then you'll see listings, which are called Google Places listings, which we can show you how to get here as well. And then once you scroll on down below that, then you come to the regular natural listings, going straight down the page, and so on and so on. So, okay. So let me explain how this works. Google AdWords has a program, as well as Yahoo MSN as well. You can set up an account, and you can fund that account with something, let's say with $50 or $100, $500 or whatever. You fund that account, and it's called a pay-per-click program, meaning you only pay when somebody clicks on this link and it takes them to your website. So for example, let's say it costs 50 cents to rank up here. Out of that $100 deposit, they would deduct that 50 cents out of that deposit each time somebody clicks on this ad. Now, the only time this ad shows up is if a person comes in and types in a phrase like Houston private schools. Now, when you set your account up, what you have tools and resources that are available to you that will allow you to come in and choose keywords and phrases related to the type of program that you have. So you choose the keywords. So you say, I only want my ad to show up if a person types in Houston private schools in Houston's top ranking private schools, or even primary schools in Houston. You choose the keywords, you choose the phrases, you choose the cities, and also you can even put a radius around it. So you can say any time somebody types in the phrase private school and it's within a 30-mile radius of my zip code, then my ad will show up. So that way a person in Atlanta won't see your ad in Houston and click on it and cost you money, because at the end of the day you only want targeted traffic coming to your school. And guess what? If a person types in private schools in Atlanta, chances are they're looking for private schools in Atlanta. They're actively searching. This is a highly qualified potential lead, highly qualified prospect. And I just typed in private schools in Atlanta. Same thing here. In this case, the first two listings are paying to be here. This here is a natural search engine results here below that. Then you have your Google Places listings here, which you can get there as well. And if you come over here to the right, you have the ads here in the column. So they only pay. Now, let's take a look at some more numbers. If you are in a small town like Marietta private schools, you get 480 searches. Not bad. Private schools, Marietta, Georgia, 390 times. That's not bad, because guess what? If you're the only, let's come up here and copy this, and then we're going to come back over here. Now you have, let's see here, there's nobody, they're not showing any ads up top here. These are the natural listings, but if you ran an ad, you could potentially have your listing show up top here first. Let's go over here to the right and see what they have here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have a few listings. Some of them are colleges. Now here's a poor example, like this person here in Houston is showing up here, and I'm in Georgia doing a search for Marietta private schools. They don't have their campaign set up right, and if I were to click on this, it would cost them money. It's bad for them because I'm in Georgia, their listing is, their school is in Houston. The likelihood of me taking my child to Houston is not great. So it's a mismatch between Marietta and what they have here showing up, Houston Learning Center. They just did a poor job, or whoever's managing their account did a poor job in setting up their account, because now they're going to have unqualified, untargeted people clicking their ads, and that's a bad thing because it costs you money. These must be set up properly. So, but this thing works. It's very effective, and you can instantly have targeted traffic, targeted prospects coming to the school, calling you up to get more information about your program just by having some ads listed here, or you're setting up a pay-per-click program. The same thing also works with Yahoo. Let's go on over here, and let me move this up a little bit. Marietta Private Schools. Here's one listing here, Mary sponsored results. And the good thing about using these other search engines, everybody is totally sold out on Google. So they totally ignore the other ones like Yahoo and MSN. And if you come over here to the right hand side, there's only 2 listings here as well. And this is a review site, and this is just a local site. So really this is the only one that's here. And you can dominate your local market. You can show up first, try and close them first, provide the information that they need. I'm going to click on this here and go on over and see what the site looks like, because technically, if you're driving leads from a paid advertising source, you should have them route over to a separate landing page, because and that topic is really for another video, because it's a little bit in depth. But ideally, you want to bring them over to a separate landing page. You don't want to just bring them over to a home page where they have all these different options to choose from, because now they're overwhelmed. And a person who, when they're presented with too many options, they really go nowhere, or they choose nothing. So the best thing for you to do is have a separate landing page where that page is totally dedicated only to educating them about your program, so that they can use that landing page to click on a variety of links within your site to get them to research your school, learn more information about your school. Ideally, it should be to capture their username, capture their user information, such as their first name and email address, their phone numbers, their address, so that you can get a package out to them, so that way you can continue to market to them on an ongoing basis. So that's really what you should be focused on once they click on your ad, is getting some information from them, so you can continue the marketing process, or the marketing cycle, on an ongoing basis. Because once they click off that site and then you don't have their information, it's highly unlikely, or very little, that they're going to possibly come back to the website. So I'm going to stop here. We have tons of information about this. We can definitely help your school get more leads, get more parents calling, get more students enrolling into your program. If you want to give us a shot for some consultation, we do websites, we do Google AdWords campaign setups, of course, search engine optimization so that you can get found. We set up social media profiles so that parents can find you. Again, the name of the game is having multiple marketing systems in place so that people can find you. When they come searching for you, they need to be able to bump into you, and once they bump into you, you got to be able to convert these people into highly targeted prospects, into clients, etc., etc. So visit our website at www.marketingprivateschools.com. That's www.marketingprivateschools.com. My name is Carl Ross. Have a nice day.